Well, it was a story that captivated the whole world. A determined group of young explorers, including 3 Minnesotans, trying to be the first to reach the North Pole using only dog sleds.
It was 25 years ago. The only television reporter to cover this history-making attempt was our on-the-road reporter, Jason Davis.
It all began 26 years ago, here deep in the woods outside Ely. Preparations for what became a history-making adventure of a lifetime. Will Steger had gathered 7 young people from different parts of the world, and they all had one goal: to be the first documented, unsupported dog sled expedition to the North Pole.
I learned a lot about putting my faith into myself, into the human spirit. I mean, I really trusted my team members and accomplishing something that I even thought was probably impossible.
A year of preparation and training resulted in a close-knit team of 7 men, 1 woman and 50 dogs setting out on an epic journey. In 65 degrees below zero, they began at the northernmost tip of Canada in an attempt to reach the North Pole 500 miles across the shifting, unpredictable, frozen Arctic Ocean. The only female in the group was 30-year-old Anne Bancroft from St. Paul. She survived bitterly cold temperatures, brutally long days, starvation rations, and not changing clothes or washing for nearly 2 months. But the hardest thing for her was...
the first time I peed in the tent in the can with 3 guys right next to me.
It took 54 days, but they did it. Paul Shirkey from Ely, Minnesota, Geoff Carroll from Alaska, Canadians Brent Bodie and Richard Webber, Will Steger and Anne Bancroft at the top of the world, but unsure of how close.
I keep checking my compass.
Today, Anne Bancroft is a world-renowned polar explorer, but her fondest memory is arriving home 25 years ago to a fantastic welcome.
The moment when it started to really register is when we all landed with the KSTP plane on the St. Paul tarmac. And it was like 85 above 0 degrees, and you looked out and you saw those people.
Both Anne and Will are now planning even more polar exploits. Will, a trek across northern Canada.
The area that we're going is the coldest place in the northern hemisphere at the coldest time of the year.
And Anne will soon be off again to the South Pole.
So November 2012, we hope to be skiing and pulling our sleds. No dogs allowed on Antarctica.
Jason Davis, 5 Eyewitness News on the road.